Chelsea mark the start of a new year and a new decade with the trip to the south coast to take on Brighton and Hove Albion. The Blues tighten their grip on fourth place with their first come-from-behind win of the season against Arsenal on Sunday. Now they aim to register back-to-back league successes for the first time since October. With options in the middle. Fed it down the line for James. Decent cutback, which Lewis Dunk was in the way of. Chelsea get their first corner.
Yeah, good link-up play, isn't it? Again, this time Reece with an underlapping run. Just times it to perfection. Little ball by Willian and first-time delivery.
Willian's whip. Headed it down. Abraham got a foot on it, and it's turned in by Cesar Azpilicueta. Chelsea ahead with less than 10 minutes on the clock.
They didn't deal with the corner, did they? Deep ball by Willian. Zuma does well at the far post. Tammy gets the shot in there. Nothing wrong with that at all for me. That's a goal.
And here comes Trossard. On the line for Morpay. De Souza's in the middle. Moy arriving too. They might want to go alone. Played it back to Trossard. Kepa made the save. Out to Montoya, who slashed at it. And it goes a long way wide.
Yeah, I think he's done okay here, Kepa. I don't think it's right in the top corner. I think it was a question of getting his hands up quickly.
Trossard's corner. Got something on it. Oh, spectacular effort, what a goal! Absolutely incredible to get Brighton back into the game from Jahanbash, who hadn't scored at all for Brighton before Saturday. Now he's got 2 in 2. He was reduced to tears when he found the net against Bournemouth. And that's another emotional moment for him because it's an incredible goal.
Well, it's just what we were saying, isn't it? You know, one bit of luck, one strike from distance, one lack of concentration, and something spectacular. And that's what we've seen. It's so disappointing.
Now here's Abraham though, finding Hudson-Odoi. Real opportunity here, Callum Hudson-Odoi! Couldn't take it.
Yeah, it's that situation that's made for him, isn't it? That's what you bring him on for, a substitute. Good feet. Scoops it over the bar. It's a poor effort in the end.
Given the free kick, there will be one last chance for Brighton to win it.
Yeah, and I think it's a free kick, I honestly do. Reece James gets his yellow card that the fans have been baying for. It's not a really well-timed tackle, and again, doesn't need to make the challenge. It's clumsy.
Over the wall, straight to the gloves of Kepa.
Yeah,
will probably be that. There is the final whistle, while the Brighton supporters greet it as if they've won the game. Chelsea may feel that they've thrown 2 points away here, having led for such a long time. Chelsea's 100% record in the league against Brighton has gone. Final score at the Amex Stadium. Brighton and Hove Albion 1, Chelsea 1. Chelsea begin their FA Cup campaign with a third-round tie against a familiar foe. Emerson tight to the touchline infield for Pedro. Jorginho, Pedro again. Now Hudson-Odoi. Just have a go with his left foot, beautiful goal. Callum Hudson-Odoi on target. Chelsea ahead with just 6 minutes played.
All of a sudden this is better by Chelsea, and all of a sudden the acceleration comes in, a little bit of passing movement. Forrest can't live with it. All of a sudden Hudson-Odoi finds himself going on one. He finishes it well, but it's poor defending.
Hudson-Odoi going to go for the same trick again. Palm down to Barkley, who puts it in. Chelsea have a second goal. Ross Barkley is the player who's got it.
Well, that's a good finish at the far post. It's following shots in, and it's good play again by Callum, this time going for the far post. Question, was he offside? I don't think so. I think he's come in late enough here, Ross Barkley. But again, Callum gets his man isolated, fires the shot in. Simple tapping in the air. Oh, he made it look simple because it came at him quite quickly. But again, all about Callum. Last time he went near post, this time far post. Keeper makes a save, and Ross Barkley on hand to pop it home.
Nicely done. Kovacic. Shoveled in by James, great ball, Batshuayi. Could have had a hat-trick in the first half.
He's had a good chance for Batshuayi. This one a little harder, I think. I think Lucy sort of took off and tried to get the diving header in. And again, Reece James's first touch, it's underneath him, isn't it? And he digs it out so well. Puts the ball between defenders, and Batshuayi's there for the header. Can't quite steer it on target.
So one last chance before the whistle blows for Chelsea to ice the cake. Hudson-odoi. Oh, so close. It was the last act of the game. Chelsea through to the fourth round of the FA Cup for the 22nd consecutive season. A marvellous record. Final score at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 2, Nottingham Forest 0.
The first home Premier League game of the new decade, with Chelsea hoping to start it rather better than they finished the last. In West London at least, just 4 wins from 10 top-flight matches at the Bridge so far this term has left boss Frank Lampard frustrated at his side's inability to find a killer instinct. Lovely ball from Christensen too, to get James away on that far side. Burnley pretty much got everyone back yet again as it's played for Willian. Trying to get to the dead ball line, down he goes. Penalty. He had a long think about that. It was Loughton's challenge. Jorginho then. Can he deliver? Oh, he certainly can. And Chelsea have a precious breakthrough. The Italian from the penalty spot.
Well, it's a lovely finish, isn't it, where we say hop, skip and a jump, but I tell you what, he really does it so well.
Barkley. That's for James to cross, he's done brilliantly. And the header is in! Wow, he looks second favourite there. But he's been a bit of a scoring machine this season. And Pope has been beaten twice in just over 10 minutes. And Chelsea cruising along thanks to Tammy Abraham.
Reece James has done really well here. It's a difficult ball, but he's got underneath it and just put it into an area. He's left it for Tammy just to deal with it. I'm not sure what Nick Pope was doing. He's made a big error here. Surely he's got to save this. Doesn't get hold of it. It just bounces into an open net.
Oh, good first time ball. Willian to deliver. This is Mount. Abraham, maybe too unselfish. Could he have got himself there?
Yeah, trying to walk into the back of the net, weren't we? Great early ball from Azpilicueta.
Reece James again. Ball in the box in blue shirts towards Abraham! And they're coming in on this near side! It's a big moment for Callum Hudson-odoi. It's his first Premier League goal, and his performance has deserved it. And surely now, Chelsea out of sight at 3-0, but the teenager, the man of the moment.
Well, it's a goal we needed, wasn't it, in this second half? It just tied his things up.
Willian. Well, after 2 successive Premier League defeats at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea back in business on home soil. 3 points for Frank Lampard and his side, a very convincing victory. So top 4 spot consolidated, an excellent weekend for Chelsea. Final score here at the Bridge, Chelsea 3, Burnley 0.
Newcastle United versus Chelsea wraps up this Premier League Saturday, with the Blues aiming to close in on Man City and Leicester and put further daylight between themselves and those chasing below. a little bit at arm's length at the moment for both sides. But now, N'Golo has stayed onside, he's gone for goal from the tightest of angles.
Well, so one of those split decisions. What a run by him, absolutely terrific. And look at the ball laid in, gets a chance to look up, makes the decision to go for goal, and Dubravka makes a good save. Possibly could have found Tammy on this occasion.
You're watching that, you're thinking pull back. Spilicueta nodding down for Tammy Abraham, then Dubravka, it'll be cleared by Matt Ritchie. Not quite off the goal line, and it was, well, he scored with a powder puff header last week. It shouldn't really have got past Nick Pope, but it did.
It's another chance though, Ben, isn't it? Good little ball, there's great running from Spilicueta, stays onside, and Tammy just couldn't quite get to the ball quickly enough. Dubravka actually makes the save, doesn't he?
That's off Christensen, and with a minute of added time to go, Newcastle have their first corner of the game.
I'm going to take a deep breath, Ben, because we're not the best, are we, defensively from corners this season? I tend to feel this could be the last chance of the game, and it's not going our way.
There's also the chance for a counter-attack. I'll say that with my optimistic head on, and it comes, and away it goes from Willian. What a dreadful delivery from a player who can put quality in.
That's what I mean, I can't believe last minute of the game. Oh, that's a good ball.
It's a much better ball, and it's in! Isaac Hayden in the last minute of stoppage time. It's a smash and grab from a Newcastle side who played like the away team, but it's the home noise you can hear. 5 added minutes played now. Tony Rudiger, out comes Dubravka, and he catches it, and that's going to do it. Newcastle have won. Ouch, that's a proper kick in the teeth. Well, we were all set for the first 0-0 of the season, which wasn't going to be great news, but the news got worse. Isaac Hayden, the last action hero for Steve Bruce and Newcastle United. These funny off days on the road seem to come at St James's Park more often than they do anywhere else, and more often than they should. Newcastle 1, Chelsea 0.
You strip the result out of it, are you happy with what you've seen in terms of performance?
Yeah, at 0-0 I was going to just say to the lads, you gave everything, you pushed and pushed. We know we have problems at the top end of the pitch in terms of we don't get enough goals, we don't get enough frontline goals if we want to bridge the gap, and that's something that we've seen a lot this season in different games, sometimes at home. Today was like a home game in terms of how we performed on the pitch, and if you don't score, you're always liable for a sucker punch, and we got it.
Chelsea and Arsenal meet for the 200th time in all competitions under the Stamford Bridge lights, with the Blues defending a proud home record against the Gunners. On to Willian. hudson-odoi. Get out on his feet quickly, but he's managed to get his crossover. And Rudiger heads it, and Abraham straight at Leno. Anywhere else, it's a goal.
Again, Tammy, in the right place, you'd have to say. That's where he gets his goals from. Callum does really well, just picks it up to the far post.
Willian. Oh, Hudson-odoi almost caught Leno out.
Do you know what, he's really unlucky here. I think he's actually going for goal. I think he's going for that far corner and doesn't quite get enough on it. Nice bit of bend and swerve, but needed to go a little bit further towards that far post, and Leno was beaten. It's unlucky. Well, we're making the right noises at the moment, but we just can't seem to find the back of the net.
Well, that shot from Mustafi's come through to Abraham, round Leno, and David Luiz brings him down.
Penalty.
And Stuart Atwell points to the spot. It's a terrible, terrible, calamitous piece of defending from Mustafi, which has led to David Luiz being sent off 26 minutes into his return to Stamford Bridge. Will it be redemption for Leno? Or will it be a hop, skip and a jump to success for Jorginho into the bottom corner? Leno gets right, but the placement was perfection, and Chelsea lead.
You know what, this is a fabulous penalty. His concentration and his composure is excellent. But not only that, as you say, Matt, Leno goes the right way, but it's right in the corner. It's a perfect penalty.
Floated in by Willian. Mustafi there to get it clear. Martinelli there ahead of Emerson. And his touch let him down, but Kanté's totally missed it. And Martinelli's through one-on-one here for the equaliser. He's done it. A breakaway goal from Arsenal. And the 10 men are level. I feel like there's at least one more big chance, maybe for both teams. Abraham galloping. Should be a corner, should it? It is.
He's done ever so well, but he's collided with the board and he looks in a lot of pain here, Tammy. That was a big crash.
From hudson-odoi, all the way through, and in from Azpilicueta!
Well, I'm watching the referee, I'm waiting to see if VAR are going to get involved, but it certainly looked like he ran from deep. Tammy Abraham just got back onto the field of play, and I just wonder if that had an effect. Lovely finish. We said a few moments ago, Cesar was the one that was gambling and getting forward. That's a great finish by Azpilicueta at the near post.
Fourth of the season for the Chelsea skipper against the team for whom he scored his very first Blues goal. This is a big one. Torreira. Bellerin up against Emerson. Abraham doing all he can. Bellerin going himself. He's found the bottom corner. Unbelievable. Where's he pulled that from, Hector Bellerin? Emerson deep. Christensen got something on it, wouldn't drop for Barkley. That is that. A point apiece, but a much better point for Arsenal. Elfield. David Luiz was sent off on 26 minutes. Jorginho converted the subsequent penalty, but Arsenal showed real grit. Level in the second half through Martinelli. Behind again when Azpilicueta struck, but that man Hector Bellerin just a couple of minutes later, ensuring that the points were shared. Disappointment but not defeat on Derby Day. Final score at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 2, Arsenal 2.
Well, Chelsea's month of January has been something of a cliched roller coaster. It ends with the kind of occasion for which many of the game's cliches were invented. A cup tie on a damp evening up north, away to lower league opposition. Kovacic. A good ball that is to Azpilicueta, who's absolutely pinged that. And Mason Mount on the burst, Batshuayi, that'll do nicely. When he gets a game, he invariably scores a goal, Michy Batshuayi. And he's got one here. Chelsea's first foray into the Hull half, and they've dampened the home spirits with an early goal.
That's just what we needed, wasn't it? We haven't done anything in the game so far, and we get one breakaway and score. And again, you know, that's what happens when you play the top sides. You talk about centre forwards being in the right place at the right time. You know, there's no rocket science. You don't know how it happens, but that's why it's bang on course there.
That's a nice idea. Now, was there a little clip on Mason Mount? I think there was. There's going to be a card for it too. So they've got themselves up the field here. What a lovely ball from the centre half.
That's a yellow card. I don't think there's any doubt there whatsoever.
He's looking far post. Tamori! How about that? The former Hull player puts Chelsea in charge now, on the rack at the start of this second half, but well in command now. 2-0 up, and it's the former Tiger who's nodded past long. He's finally been beaten again.
A simple finish in the end for Tamori, but well worked and a great ball in.
Samuelson. Down goes McGuinness, and it's a free kick. I think that looked a little soft on first viewing.
There's nothing in that. He's not touched him. Difficult one to get up and down, but if you get it right, difficult to keep out as well.
Smack it low. Kane is still an option. Oh, it's Grzycki who takes it. Huge deflection, and what do you know, it's in.
barely watched, to be honest.
George Long is up. George Long is up. Rosicki. Tapazoli. Away you go. Blow your whistle, Craig Pawson. He does. Well, the Blues really made to sweat in the end. But into round 5, what a funny game it was. Chelsea scoring their 2 goals at the end of good Hull spells, bizarrely enough. The second from Tomori, the former Hull player. The 8-time winners are through to the last 16. Just Hull 1, Chelsea 2.